Now hear of myths and men and memory, tales told in the dark.
I think there's an expectation when you see something that Zack Snyder's involved with. It's gonna have really great hardcore action and that it's gonna be sexy. So I think for all the Zack fans out there, we needed to really deliver on that.
Then came the woman.
Trial of the Gods is a story about love and revenge that is set against the backdrop of Norse mythology.
My family is murdered by Thor Odinson. Before my breath leaves me, I swear it, I will kill him.
My imagination was always really sparked by the Norse gods, Thor and Odin, and having an adventure story set in this amazing landscape, it just really made me want to dig in and get involved.
I think it's really exciting to be able to reimagine Norse mythology because there's a lot of fans that love the traditional Norse mythology, and also we get to introduce it to a whole new audience.
I am Thunderborn, Thor Odin's son, and joy I take in giant blood!
The really great thing about the world of Norse mythology is that it's just incredibly rich and it's almost inexhaustible.
We had a great team of writers, Eric and Kaylin and Peter, that really helped shape what these stories were. And we were enormously grateful to have Peter on that team because he wrote a book about Norse mythology. So he was really able to guide us so we could be very authentic.
We just felt like to just tell the story our way and to do it in the most natural way, it really landed in that adult sort of aesthetic. And it allows, I think, the audience now to experience a thing that's really unexpected and really exciting.
We'll take 5 warriors for the journey. 1 for each finger of the open hand, closed around us in a fist.
Our band of heroes, they all are on their separate journey, and through the whole season, we get to learn about what that journey is for each and every one of them.
There's a bond that for some of them, it's a bond of friendship. For some, it's a bond of revenge. And for some, it's a way to belong. They're bonded enough so that they're willing to do anything for each other.
We all have claims against the Aesir. Let us revenge ourselves together.
Having these incredible actors across the board rendering the show was the real gift. In animation, you record the voices early on, so the storyboards and the animatics are being created around the voice performance. The actors were so good that they just drove the narrative and drove the drama so well that we knew we had to live up to the performances that the actors had already given us.
My son, the Lord of Storms.
You can do absolutely anything with animation. So where do you go? But I think the good news is that Zack is so specific, even as we start the process of figuring out the design sensibilities. He puts together these folders of all this reference, and it might be a piece of a painting or a texture. It could be artists he likes. It could be a photograph or a photographer that he likes. And we give this to the artist.
The visual evolution of the characters was really the big journey, I think, of the creation of this project for me. We were really looking for something that instinctively we all felt was correct. We went down a lot of roads. Our timetable ended up stretching, and we weren't chasing a particular design concept. Eventually, it ended up in that fairy tale / mythic design sensibility that you can't really put your finger on it 100%. And I think that that is because that it had this beautiful gestation period.
The fact that we get a chance to tell these traditional stories, and there's so many of them, is really exciting.
Even though it's about Norse mythology, at its heart, the show really does challenge what you believe or preconceived ideas. This show really kind of stretches and pushes those boundaries, and I think that's what's really incredible about it.